Nikky's Kure. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is your girl Happy of Nikky's Kure. Let's get into this video. You know, Nikky's my Kure. Amazon princess, and she just from day one took off. Hadn't had too many issues with her outside of the aphids, which they all were affected by, but I didn't really, I had some curling of the leaves, so I have a plan for that next. But my main focus at this point was just to alleviate the aphids off of it, giving the plant an opportunity to grow. Another thing that I use on some of my plants, or all my plants actually, is banana water and Nikky's Kure. So yeah, I do that. And then, you know, bananas, I just love them. They have so many different values when you're gardening that have proven to be effective for me. You know, some stuff I just do. Mostly I read and I research a lot of things, but a lot of stuff I just allow the ancestors to guide me. They haven't let me go wrong so far, you know. And the more you know, the more you grow. This plant, little baby, was over there. Like I was saying, was over there. And so what I did was about maybe 3 or 4 days ago, I put them over there, and the tomatoes began to produce more. So make sure you have the right lighting, that they're getting enough lighting and not a lot of overcast. But for the most part, they seem to be doing just great. And I'm just so happy. I'm just pleased with them. I can't wait to taste their fruit. Oh my God. Cherokee purples taste so good with Swiss chard and tacos. I'm making chicken tacos today. That would be so fire if I had some. I started seeding my bell peppers, my hot peppers. I'll show y'all some lettuce. And so here we'll see my eggshell method, and that's also how I started my lemons, my lemon plants, lemon trees, little babies, my little babies. Now yes, they got some issues, and I'm gonna tell you why. I potted them in a pot that was too big, for one. Secondly, it was a what's it called? A self-watering container. And so with the amount of rainfall we've been getting, lemons don't really require that. They pretty much need for the soil to go completely dry before watering again. And I knew that, and I don't know what I was thinking, but I did go ahead and transplant them. Then I realized it was still getting a lot of water, so I relocated it again and just brought it on a porch so that the soil can completely dry out. But we came back for this. So those little sprouts are my lettuce, and then this is cilantro, and these are sweet peppers, and this is sweet basil. So I got a little one down there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but where it at? It's in there. Maybe I ain't seeing what I thought I was seeing. But anywho, that's what that is. And so we just keep our eggshells, rinse them out, dry them out, and put your soil in there. Get you a little container like that. I wish I had the cardboard kind, and then I could just sit it right in the yard. So I decided that eventually I'm gonna move this lavender. Lavender has been a challenge for me, but I'm gonna keep researching, keep trying different things, and see if it won't teach me something that I can benefit from in the gardening. But eventually I'm going to come out here and really prune this all the way down, like cut it all the way back. I just been trying to come up with the method for drying it out, Like I said, you learn and you grow, and some things that I thought I knew, that I thought I was doing right, wasn't giving me the result that I expected. And that's another great thing about these vegetations, is it gives you an opportunity, if you're paying attention, and certain things you will notice that you're doing with your plant, and you're going, okay, it's not productive. What am I missing? Is it getting too much water? Is it not getting enough water? Does it need nutrients? And as you can see, I love companion gardening. I'm waiting for my marigolds to sprout, and I want to kind of make a little path up in here for them, just for decoration, some color, and like marigolds are going to bring in my bee life, what we need to pollinate. It's going to bring in my pollinators. Today I did see hummingbird, and he was so beautiful. And then, like, I always see bees, but because I'm seeding some other things like zucchini and my okra plants that I do every year, my squash, and just some other things that I have on my list, we're going to need high pollinators in this area to be able to produce well and produce nice, good vegetation. So we got our Japanese maple tree. This is Maple. I just made it simple, and I named her Maple, and she's awesome. This plant was near death when I received her. This is also one of the recipients of my banana water. I've had this plant for a year now, and when I got her, she was like this, maybe like this, maybe. Real frail, and I just, Gambini, it's not always about you. Okay, go. This is our outdoor pet, and he is spoiled. I don't know how, but he is. But anywho, so she is a recipient of the banana water, and I just loved her and nursed her back. And I eventually want to figure out how I could possibly clone this beautiful, beautiful tree. When I get that land that I'm working towards, I would like to be able to line, like put two trees side by side to line my driveway. I think that'd be so fancy. But anywho, these are the Brussels sprout seeds. And I learned today that they have to be completely brown and dried out. I also read that they have a very hard shell, so sometimes you would have to, the book I read suggested that you put it in like a cloth sock and walk on it to break the seeds out, and then store them somewhere where it's going to be dark and no moisture. And they have a life expectancy of 4 years for them to be able to produce fruits. However, we are seeing new things happen in our world. Like, this plant is 2 years old. I've never gotten a Brussels sprout off of her. I actually had her close to some other brassicas I had, and so I think she may have cross-pollinated between Brussels sprouts and broccoli, because those were the heads that were coming off. But I know that I planted Brussels sprouts. So anyway, I'm excited about that. And since brassicas are usually planted in the cooler weather, I'm just hoping that September, October, November, in the region that I'm in, it'll be perfect timing, and we'll see how those work out. This is my lovely butter crunch. I planted more butter crunch. This one just popped out of nowhere. I don't even remember planting it over here. I remember more so planting it over here where whatever that is has taken over. I also planted some flowers over here, but it's just doing what it's doing right now. I'm gonna find out what that is, because we cut down some stuff in our yard thinking that, oh, it's nothing, cut it down. And then later on that day I was doing research, and I found out that it is the most potent natural pain reliever that's out there. So yeah, be careful with the things that you're cutting down. And so sometimes, because I'm a novice at this, I have let some things grow up so that I can Google them and look at the leaves and the foliage and see what it is to kind of get as close as you can, if not spot on, for whatever it is growing in your yard. Okay, so this bush here is also a recipient of the banana water. She did not look like this. Matter of fact, I just trimmed her and kind of made her, round, like an afro, hey. But she was half dead too. I mean, she looked skanky. Barely any leaves. The little few leaves that she did have was brown. But you know, I was like, hey, everybody needs a chance to try to shine. All you need is a glow up, doll. And if you trust me, we can get there. And as I looked down into the actual plant, I started seeing little babies. And I was like, oh, she's really trying. You just need a little help. And so this is her second year with us. She needs a trim again. But yes, baby, we can do whatever we want to. And once we become better acquainted with nature and how it coincides with who we are, the better we'll be. We get caught up in stupid conversations and hypothetical arguments. And if this happened to me, I would do this. You don't know what you would do. Because half of us don't even really know ourselves to be so sure that if something were to happen, you would react or respond in a certain way. You don't know. And then you're not opening yourself up to other ideas. You're not opening yourself up to the ancestors really being able to speak to you and to help you get those things out and thought of and considered, you know, instead of being reactive. We need to be more proactive and sit around thinking about things that may never ever happen. It's not going to help us at all. It doesn't. Now these are new as well. I don't recall planting those. However, I did get some grass, or what I thought was grass, and it's been planted here. I think this is year 2 or 3. I'm really leaning more towards 3, but these beautiful yellow flowers appeared. And these canna lilies, I swear to y'all, I planted the same amount of canna lilies on this side as I did on the other side. And those tropical ones, I just love them. They just add a little splash, just a little different to your eyes. But look, did you even peep that? Like, I did plant those intentionally. But then, like I said, I did not know that those were going to do that. And nature just did it on its own. It color coordinated it for me. See, they give you help. They give you help. The world is designed for you. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't. We wouldn't be able to host this great place if it wasn't designed for us. We just kind of been taken off our path. And, you know, well, it's never too late to start again. Well, that'll wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the time we spent together as I did. Nikky's Kure is an all-natural skincare line that grows its own herbs, produces handmade infused oil to ensure all products are free from harmful chemicals. We custom make soaps, moisturizers, shampoos, and leave-in conditioner by us, for us. For a free consultation, email us at nickyscure@gmail.com. And for pricing and product, hit the link in the description box. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, or subscribe and like, however y'all say it. And have a happy day.